Alrighty, what up guys, and welcome back to Kush Clouds TV, this 18 and over channel designed for people on marijuana, music, and sports. In today's episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make your very own homemade water pipe rubber garment water pipe here, or rubber garment bong. And of course, after I show you guys how to make one of these, we'll be obviously smoking out of this and doing a little smoke sesh here. So this is a quick shout out to John. He actually requested this video here on how to make a water pipe. So shout out to him, and of course this video here is dedicated to anyone who wants to learn how to make their very own homemade water pipe here. So in this episode, I'm going to show you guys how to make a rubber garment water pipe, and then sometime within the next week I'll show you guys how to make a glass on plastic, or essentially kind of a glass on glass water pipe. But today we're going to show you guys just how to make a rubber garment version of a water pipe here. So real quickly, you're going to need a bottle. I suggest getting a 20 flow ounce here is what we have, a 20 flow ounce Coke bottle here. And I suggest getting a Coke bottle because as you can see the design here, you get this big middle up here for smoke to stack up, and then as you can see here, it goes down to a smaller, the shit gets smaller or whatever, the width of it. So with that being smaller, it actually makes it easier for you to put your shit in there and have the water get to it. So like I said, I suggest getting a Coke bottle, but this here is a 20 flow ounce Coke bottle here. I'm going to show you guys essentially two ways how to do it, one with no tape and one without tape, depending on if you have this piece right here. So like I said, first up, 20 flow ounce Coke bottle is what you need. That's going to be piece number one. Piece number two, you're going to need a knife. So real quickly, just make sure you guys are careful. You don't want to, cut your finger off or anything like that. And I'm not, trying to sound like an old person or anything, but as you guys can see there, I can't even close my fist where I can close like that. That there is from actually a knife, and because I wasn't careful and accidentally cut myself. So just make sure you be careful because you don't want to end up like this here. As you guys see, I can't even close my fist, but this one here could do it fine. Can't because this here got cut. So like I said, real quickly, be careful, but obviously the second item you need is a knife. Now third up, you're going to need either a metal bowl piece here with the down stem. Oh shit. So you need something like this here, or you're going to need a regular rubber garment glass bowl piece with a decent downstem here. So you're going to need one of these, a knife, the flow ounce bottle, and then depending on what you actually have, if you guys have noticed, essentially every single bong or water pipe that's ever made that isn't glass on glass has this rubber garment here, and that's actually something that we're going to be needing to use. So if you guys have one of these, go ahead and take this off of one of your smaller bongs and go ahead and use it for your homemade water pipe. Now if you don't have this at all, go ahead and get some tape. You're going to need scotch tape, duct tape, it doesn't matter, some kind of good tape if you don't happen to have one of these here. So I'll show you guys how to make one with one of these, and of course without one if you guys have tape. So like I said, bottle, knife, one of these two types of bowl pieces here, metal or glass, and then either a rubber garment or some tape. Just like I said, scotch, duct tape, clear tape, electric tape, it does not matter. So first up, once you have your bottle here, what you're going to want to do is sit there and take whatever bowl piece you have and measure it up. You're going to find the perfect spot. So as you can see right here, we're going to want the bowl piece to sit like that, and as you can see there, the bottom of the stem there hits the bottom of the bong, so we can get water and filtration there. So obviously we're going to want to put the bowl, or put the hole to our bong somewhere right around there. So like I said, just real quickly, just kind of size it up. Now as you can see there, we go like that. So you want to put a hole essentially right there for that one. So like I said, just take your bowl piece, measure it up, put it to the side, see where the bottom of the bowl piece hits the bottom of the bottle there, and then once you find that spot, go ahead and make a hole there. So once you find that, I have a bottle here that hasn't been touched yet. So sit there, take your knife, and then of course find the hole where you want to go to. Obviously you want to be somewhere down at the bottom here, and then you're going to want to be real careful and sit there, take the point of the knife and just kind of turn it like this, and you're going to make a nice little small hole, hopefully. Now make sure not to use too much pressure, because you will obviously make a huge hole, and that will fuck up your bong because you won't have a good airtight bong. So like I said, be careful, because as you can see here, ooh, see what I mean? That's why you want to be careful, just in case something like that. So as you can see there, we have a little slice. So what we're going to do now is, since we have that slice, we're going to take our bowl piece here We're going to push it into that little kind of slit. And we're going to try to make a... oh, no, doesn't look like it's going to work. All right, so we have that slit right here. You guys see this? So we're going to just sort of turn the knife just a little bit to kind of get a little hole in there. There we go, just like that. So you guys see we have a little hole there, just enough to where we can at least kind of punch this in, hopefully. I guess not. There we go. So once you get kind of a hole in there, like you see I had the little slit, there's a little hole, take that bowl piece and just kind of force it in there. And then boom, you have your bowl piece. Now like I said, I suggest a Coke bottle because then this doesn't happen. It'll actually go down instead of sideways. But yeah, so you sit there, you do that. And then of course, if you don't have a rubber garment, or I should say next up, if you have a rubber garment, you sit there, take your little piece of rubber garment like that. And then of course, let's find our hole here. Okay, so there's our hole right here. See that? We're gonna sit there. You're just gonna kind of squeeze that shit in. But once you do it, and you squeeze that in there, and take that rubber garment, and you squeeze it in there, it's gonna eventually look like this here. Now, if you guys happen to have some skills, like this right here, when I made this morning, I just got really lucky. I don't know how I did it, but I managed to cut the perfect hole, as you guys can see there. I just really, like, I don't know. I sat there, I went and I put the knife in like that, and then I just kind of carved out a little hole. And I just got lucky, I guess, on this one here. And as you can see, you have the hole there. You take your rubber garment, and you just shove it on in there. Then, of course, now that you have the rubber garment, then go ahead and throw in whatever bowl piece you have. And like I said, when I was telling you guys to measure it, just to make sure that it hits somewhere at the bottom, so then it does percolate. Now, if you don't have a rubber garment, like I was saying, sit there and, all right, so picture this gone. You just have your hole here. Take your Scotch tape, duct tape, whatever it is, and you're going to put it over the hole. Now, put a couple pieces over the hole. Make sure essentially that entire hole is covered with tape. And then once it is covered with tape, take your knife and then put a tiny, tiny little hole right in the middle of that, the tape, or you should know, because the hole's covered with tape, sit there and put a tiny little hole. And then once you put a tiny little hole, just sit there and shove your bowl piece through the hole in the tape, and your tape's going to act as your rubber garment to keep your bowl sealed. So as you can see there, you just put your bowl piece in there like that, whether it be the metal one or the glass one here. They all fit, they all work perfect. Just like that. So boom, that's how you guys make a homemade rubber garment water pipe or bong. Boom. Very easy, very simple. So like I said, if you don't have the rubber garment, sit there, take Scotch tape, clear tape, duct tape, electric tape, whatever you guys have, and you're going to sit there and put the tape across like this, and just like from here to here, just cover it with tape, and then just make, like, do one piece up here, one piece in the middle, one piece at the bottom, and then two more pieces. So essentially about 5 pieces, just to make sure everything's sealed up. And then of course, with all this tape right here, where your hole already is, but covered with tape, you take that little knife or something, poke a tiny, tiny little hole, and then just make the hole bigger with your bowl piece, and then boom, you have a rubber garment water pipe. So just want to show you guys real quickly. Now we're at 9 minutes here, so we'll actually make this a 2-part video. So we showed you guys how to make a rubber garment bong, and then on the next episode we'll be smoking out of this and doing a little smoke sesh for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe for more Kush Clouds TV daily. But most importantly, guys, have a good day or night, all around 24 hours. Stay high, stay medicated, stay lifted, and always enjoy your herb. Peace, and see you guys next time on Kush Clouds TV.